Previously on the Crystal Ark, our party awoke from their slumber. Everyone seemed to have a dream that night, ironically. Some were more important than others, namely Orsina's vision of a great bear speaking with her about her strength. Confused, she woke up to the rest of the group in various states of undress, discussing their various dreams of the night before. The last to wake up was the Pine Hovel local, Serlina, now recovered from the field operation that Cypher and Borok undertook to remove the infection from her arm. The party learned upon speaking with Serlina that her husband, Eric, would be worried about her, and that they needed to get back as soon as possible. It was odd to them, though. There was no mention or worry from Eric that his wife was missing. Once the party arrived back at Pine Hovel, the small village rejoiced at seeing Serlina returned alive. When asked for Eric, the woodsman dispersed to find him in the field. Harrow, the owner of Harrow's Pint, asked to have a word with the party in private, explaining that strange things happened while they were away. A group of Geolucents surrounded the town and stood guard there until a loud noise was heard off in the distance. After a few moments, they dispersed, with seemingly no damage done to the town. After a short while, the woodsman returned empty-handed, unable to locate Eric anywhere. While the party began to search the area, they remembered that Serlina told them that Eric was gambling their money away in Holivara, the local port town. Once the party ensured the town was safe, they were off to see if Eric was safe or worse, infected, and now infecting thousands. Upon arrival at Holivara, the party passed the intense questioning from the local guard and proceeded to Eric's local haunt, the Briny Bottom, a seedy tavern near the docks. After greasing the palms of the barkeep, they were let into the back room under the pretense of gambling. It didn't take them too long before they spotted Eric. From there, they devised a plan to lure Eric out and have Cypher change shape into Serlina, and finally get an answer from him. As the plan unfolded, they uncovered more than they hoped for. Eric had sold the Pine Hovel out to the Purple Robe they met on the frozen lake and took off in the morning when the party arrived. Disgusted and upset with Eric, they knocked him out and decided it was time to bring him back to Pine Hovel for justice. And that is where we pick up. You all stand on the rocky beach just below the briny bottom. A chill wind pushes in from the sea, and the distant sound of ice cracking can be heard off in the distance, beneath the shouts and laughs of the tavern goers above. Light snow begins to fall on the overcast sky. Small snowflakes fly all the way down and land directly on the incapacitated form of Eric laying in front of you. What are you all doing?
I'm gonna... Well, I guess one of the easier ways for us to get him out of here is pretend like he's wasted and just carry him out.
That is brilliant.
I agree with that, but
Arms and brain.
I gotta commend you. That was some fine network.
Thank you. I pride myself in my network as I'm rolling up my net.
I tried to get him into fish nets one time and he just wouldn't have it.
Yeah, everybody thought that my net would be a bad idea, but it has come in handy time and time again.
So twice. It's come in handy twice.
You'd say that was your net worth.
No. No. That one hurt, Tobias. That one hurt.
I'm going to take a bit of the whiskey from my flask and I'll damp it on a cloth and I'll basically just like rub it all over Eric's face.
Pour some on his shirt too.
Sling him on over my back. I'm gonna untie his legs and basically just try and hide his hands under my cloak because I have my big bear cloak. Hide his hands under my cloak while I'm carrying him, so that it just looks like he's hammered. And I'll lift him up on my shoulder.
And now, do you think, stay as Sarlina until we get out of the city and I can pretend to be his wife to the guards if they ask, or not bother?
I think that's a great plan.
We got to go see Angus and Halivara at the gates, so they were friendly enough.
Right.
But we do at some point need to also go talk to Lord Sarback.
Yeah, I plan on, because we're only like an hour away from here, or something like that, right, Peter? It's only like
hour and a half.
We'll
just gonna do a quick jump back.
Just gonna quick jump back and forth, and
okay.
I mean,
will the guard remember?
I did say I wanted to kill him, but y'all told me you want to bring him back, so.
I mean, eventually we can
whatever.
kill him.
Will the guard remember that you were a different?
Why don't we just say that I stayed here?
Yeah, you were having fun. You stuck behind.
And that you guys are coming back for me later.
Yes.
Well, personally, I think you'd be giving the guard a little too much credit. They're not going to remember.
Halivara? No, not Halivara. What's her name? No, it's not What was the
guard that you talked to about?
No, the guard was Angus, and there was a girl.
So there was Chief Sparsley, who was the orc guard, the older one. And then there was Deputy Prinny, who was the half-elf.
Oh, I'm too far up in my notes. There it is. There it is. Sorry. I'm just forgetting names all over the place. That concussion just keeps coming back. The Prinny, she might remember us.
Possibly.
But anyway, let's just go.
Let's just go.
Let's roll the dice.
Roll the dice. That's
We
all
have
can
dice.
do.
I don't
Metaphorically speaking.
I have. Oh, I understand. So head back to the Halivara. Nope.
Tobias is going to follow.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
God damn it. There's too many names on that list right there.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do before you leave for Pine Hovel, or are we all just kind of making our way out to?
Making my way down.
I give Eric a good kick in the shin, so he's gonna have a nice big bruise. That's it.
Careful now.
Why don't we cut him? Give him a little scar.
Let's just flay his back.
So he remembers.
Climb to a tree
my
and
God.
just flay his back.
Let's get him out of here first.
I love the creativity we're
Voice
bringing
freeze.
to the situation.
Like
but-
Zorro,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We shouldn't make a mess here. I think we should just go first.
Yeah, we should
God.
go. We should
leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair. Wait, do we still have more of those rats on a stick?
I
ate
would
them
say
all.
you have you bought a bunch of them, so
Yeah.
I would say it was only a couple hours. You walked into the tavern with them. Have you finished them all?
Well, let me ask you this: how much do you think the people of Pine Hovel are gonna appreciate us bringing them back some rats on a stick?
Well,
Yeah.
are they gonna stay? Are they gonna stay good during the trip?
It's only an hour. It's not that hot. We're in the Heldremian Kingdom. It's not that hot.
I
Jeez.
mean, it's
They can
currently
reheat
snowing.
it
It's
and-
currently snowing, so yeah.
They can reheat
guess
it
that's
in the
redundant.
fire or something.
And rats are pretty hotty.
All right, well, let's get them some then.
Nice.
Serlina might want a little bit of a feel better thing.
Yeah.
Rat.
Here's
Here you go.
here's your
Rat,
stick,
rat on a
my
stick.
husband, and here's a rat on a
Feel
stick.
better.
for consolation.
Bye.
Been a rough couple days.
Sorry
for
that
Serlina.
you're.
How about a rat on a stick in your trying time? Here you go.
Yeah.
They're there. They're there.
Can we get some dipping sauce for them as well?
All right, so are
No,
we
no.
stopping by the rat vendor on the way
Yes.
back?
Yeah.
Yes.
One
Okay.
and only.
And
Who's
don't worry,
carrying-
I got plans for Serlina.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm right
Who's
here.
got
Got
Um,
this
sounds
husband out of the way.
Who has who's carrying Eric on the way out? Okay. How are you
Strong man.
carrying him? Are you like fireman carrying him or?
Fireman carry, full out.
Okay. All right.
Not like a bride on your wedding day, just carrying her with
Over the threshold.
Her threshold carry.
That's only for Serlina later on.
Oh, stop.
Oh
Set
boy.
you up for that one.
He said, "Set me up good."
Okay. As you all make your way, I'm not going to say that. As
I
you
didn't
all
say it.
walk toward the exit of Hollyvara, you make your way through the stairs and up to the rat vendor. The rat vendor does have some rats on a stick left over, and he does remember you all and waves you down and says, "Hey, how you doing? You still hungry?"
You knew we'd be back. They always
They
come
always
back. for
come
more.
back.
It must be all the MSG they use. It's quite addictive.
Well, my friend, we've come to buy more of your rats and give them
Well,
to the people.
hey, I got a few of them. If you want to take them off my hands, there, real quick.
Can you package them real nice? We're bringing it back an hour away,
Get some
so
gift wrap.
we just gotta make sure they stay good.
Any styrofoam containers?
He just pulls out like a sack,
Oh.
and you can see the sack. The burlap sack is like stained and everything. He's like, I could put them in here.
No.
I mean, it does look like a standard rat sack.
I mean, that's
But I think it's
that's
for the-
what I put in them. That's what I put in that thing there.
Makes sense.
And I feel like
Practical.
it's the pre-cooked version, though. You don't want to mix the cooked and the pre-cooked meats.
Surprisingly,
God, of
I didn't
course.
even think of that. That's a great point.
I owned a food truck briefly. I know the standards
Yeah,
of practice.
Oh.
Yeah, we got very familiar with the, with
Yeah.
the Ministry of Health, and
Yeah.
there's
the
a lot
Hungarian
of red
Ministry
tape in the
Yeah,
Hungarian
well,
Kingdom. It's pretty crazy. But I do have some travelers' clothes here in my pack. If one of you guys wants to grab those out and just, they're clean enough. Just grab the shirt, tie it up.
All right. Then how much you buying here?
How many people would you say are in Pine Hollow?
There's at least 5.
At least 5. 5 and I think maybe 100.
All right. How many do you have? How many do you have left?
He kind of looks at like this little, very poorly put together grill, and he's like, "Yeah, I got about 10 left."
We'll take it.
Take those.
Oh, we'll take them all.
All right, that's gonna be about a gold. Is that all
That's
right?
not true, and you know it.
Yes, that's fine. And I flick him a gold.
Hey, thank you. And then he kind of like starts. I can close up shop early today. It's only afternoon, and now I could go back down to the docks. Thanks, everybody.
Go home to your
No
wife.
problem. Go collect
I'm
some
not
more
married,
rats.
and I don't float that way. But anyways,
Go get more
have a
rats.
great day.
Don't
We'll
worry.
be
And
back.
make sure you tell everyone the alien probe hunters
Oh my god.
came by.
What?
Is that what
I'm
we're calling
just testing it out because we're aliens. We're from other places.
I don't like
Hunt
it.
probes.
I
If
don't
you know, you know,
No.
buddy.
All right.
It was a good effort. You sold
It
it
was a
with
try.
confidence. But no.
I know what I came right to my head, and I just used it.
Yeah,
All right.
we're gonna workshop that, bud.
We're gonna workshop it. All right.
Yeah, you keep working on that. Take it easy. And he just kind of saunters off into the distance. Now you have 10 rats on a stick, plus I would say you had 2 left over from the bunch you bought last time too, so you have 12. Will this feed Pine Hovel? That's the big mystery.
I'm just gonna share.
There's at least 5 people, so it should be enough for 2 each.
As you're leaving Hollyvara, you can see the gates wide open, and you can see the one and only Chief Sparsley and Deputy Prinny looking through a crate on a cart with a merchant kind of standing there. He's like this older looking human, and they're like just asking questions as you're walking out, carrying Eric, Fireman Carey. Deputy Prinny looks up and goes, oh, is your friend all right there?
Oh, this is my husband. He'll be fine. He just drank too much.
Yeah, he can. If you smell him, he smells like a brewery.
Yeah, he can't handle his liquor very well at all. It's. I don't remember her voice at all, but they don't know it either. So
Well, her voice was a little bit like this, if you want to remember.
it was a little bit. I can't do that very well, but
It's all right. We'll do a Peter voice class later.
My
Um,
husband drank too much, and he's unconscious. Hoity-toity-toity.
All right. She kind of looks up and she goes, "All right then. Have a nice day."
You as well.
To expedite this, you take the hour and a half to kind of follow the path back to Pine Hovel, which was just a pretty direct route. As you head back into Pine Hovel, though, you can see a few of the woodsmen still working. It's getting a little bit towards quitting time, and more people are in the center of town. You see, there's about at a quick glance, Tobias, as you are a little bit more of a wizarding counting person, there's about 20 people. So
I was off.
As you're walking into the town, you can see Serlina.
Oh, I've changed back, by the way.
Okay.
I would have changed back when we left town. Oh my god. Only two of us.
You can see Serlina with a few people outside of Eric and hers home. What are you all doing?
So one rat stick for two people. They gotta
I think
share.
we should cut them in half,
Yeah, they gotta share.
and everyone has one.
Let's deal with the rat thing first.
Just delaying the inevitable.
Let's deal with this rat thing. That's the important part here.
Maybe it'll distract them from one of their beloved townsfolk selling them out to be destroyed and killed by a bunch of zombies.
Soften the blow.
It's the classic tale. You give them the good news first and then the bad news.
The classic tale.
Maybe Bo should take
Rat.
Sarlina aside and tell her what happened personally, so she has a shoulder to cry on. And I will address the townsfolk, or improvise, or anyone.
Maybe they'll give us money.
I can probably make that happen.
Like as a bounty for Eric.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to be a little more. It's going to be a little bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah, probably.
And I kind of have a feeling that we're still going to end up being the executioners here. I'm not going to lie.
Well, they get to pick
Okay,
what
so
they want to do.
I grab some of the rat sticks, and I walk on over to Serlina and some of the other people. And well, how are y'all people doing today? Your friendly neighborhood wizard here with some rat sticks. Here.
You see Serlina sitting there and going, just kind of looking up and going, Have you found Eric?
We'll get to that, but in the meantime, this is a delicacy. You gotta try it.
Oh, all right.
Does she not see Eric slung across Bo's shoulder?
I didn't know if you all were coming up with Tobias. Are you?
Okay. I guess they're not
Maybe
all.
I think he walked ahead.
I did
I'll
kind of
stand back
just like
in the woods and just kind of move at a slower pace.
Maybe we'll corral all the people and be like, "Hey, come, let's get the sticks," and then we just gather
Rat
everyone.
sticks.
yeah, they can
Orsina
slowly creep in behind me.
Orsina and Tobias, they start forming a crowd in the town center of Pine Hovel. Harrow comes out. A few other people kind of gather around. The woodsmen start finishing their shifts, and you all begin to start handing out. Are you handing out the rat sticks?
Get your rat sticks here. First come, first served.
I'll
Might
find
want to
a
share it
water
with someone
barrel.
else.
Everyone share one.
Share, okay?
I'll stand up on a barrel.
Share,
and prepare
okay?
to talk to the crowd.
You see some people taking a bite and then another holding it over so another person can take a bite, and they're
Pass the stick.
passing the stick. And Serlina's like, it's very nice that you brought these, but
Yeah.
I guess I'll start walking up by that point.
Folks,
Yeah.
we have some upsetting news for you all.
he's dead.
No?
Oh God.
Marlena, if you could not interrupt, that'd be great.
Might want him to be dead soon, though.
He's unconscious, not dead. But your dear Eric, sweet, stupid Eric, turns out he was a bit of a snake. You know those monsters that came and tried to kill all of you? Well, he was the one that made sure they came here to destroy all of you. He has been in league with what we call the probe, the purple robe. And he betrayed all of you for a sack of gold.
Ooh, that rhymed.
It's true.
What?
He sold y'all out
I'll
to
just,
feed
like,
his addiction.
I'll
Yes.
slump him over from over my shoulder with a thud on the ground. In
Now-
front of her.
I hate liars. I hate people that wound and take away hope and betray. There's nothing I hate more than those things. But I managed to not take his life and instead give it back to you guys. What do you want to do with him? That is up to you to discuss.
Our
Please say kill
recommendation
him.
would be cutting, but
That is
A lot of
Tobias's suggestion.
thought that was the consensus between the group.
No.
So
You're
much
right,
cutting
you're right.
between all of us. Yeah.
We do all want to cut him, but we will put it in your hands. He admitted it, and he will admit it when he wakes up.
Hey, wake up! I'll just kick him.
He's laying on the ground. He's just.
I'll slap him in the face a little bit.
I.
Wake up, stupid!
Oh God. Yeah. Hello. And then you see Serlina kind of looking over, and Harrow ends up showing up, and he looks up at you, Bo, and goes, "Is this true?"
Unfortunately, we caught him in the city at that gambling place that he likes to frequent. And when we confronted him about the whole thing, because a lot of the stories just weren't adding up, he admitted to the whole thing. He sold y'all out for a bunch of gold to the rogue woman.
Hear whispers in the crowd now start to arise and grow. Even some people, some raised tones in the back. Serlina's just standing there, shocked, absolutely gobsmacked, and Eric is laying with his arm resting up on like holding him up on the ground with his head down, and he's just in silence.
Why don't you tell them what you did, Eric?
And then Orsina slowly moves to Serlina and just gonna like hold her hand a bit because she looks sad.
Eric doesn't look to anybody else except Serlina. And he goes, my pedal, I'm so sorry. I spent all the money, and the Growl Tusk gang, they were coming for me, and they were going to take us. I had no other choice. I'm so sorry.
And why are you sorry now, but you weren't sorry at all or upset when Sarlina was taken?
Also, you just tried to spend literally all of the gold you were given at a bar gambling. So don't pull that fucking shit.
I feel like you're lying, Eric.
And not to pour gas on the fire, but look at her arm.
He looks up and sees this bandaged arm and with the hint of scorch marks underneath the bandage, and he says, "What did I do to you?" And Serlina doesn't say anything, just still stares. She breaks free of Orsina's grasp and slowly walks up to Eric. and just within one foul swoop, just smacks him across the face.
I want a minor illusion that
Hell
the
yeah.
sound is like extra loud and carries throughout the crowd.
Right as the smack hits, it's
Ooh, I felt that.
And-
Everyone feels it.
there is a silence that is taking over the whole Pine Hovel crowd right now. For a moment, it's just wind going through the trees with a light snowfall, and she walks up and she says, I loved you. I trusted you. And now you sold us out to those monsters. You don't care about this town. You don't care about me at all. I can't even stand to look at you. And you hear in the background someone yelling, "Get the rope! Get the ropes! He should be hanged, the bastard!" And people start now, almost like a mob mentality starts to grow in the town. And Eric is now sobbing and pleading and grabbing at the skirt of Serlina as she walks away back to Orsina.
As the crowd starts to get a little bit more rambunctious and mob mentality, Cypher pulls out her whip and snaps it in the air, and minor illusions the snap loud so that it silences everyone. I am not against murder. However, I will not have mob mentality. You're voting on this. You're not just going to kill like animals. You're going to be better than him. Think on it. Do what you will later.
Harrow kind of steps beside Cypher and gets in kind of between Eric and the enclosing crowd and goes, I'm afraid the horned friend of ours is quite right.
I would like to raise a point, not that I want to defend Eric, but you people need to think of the ramifications of getting rid of him like that. I mean, Serlina, what, her home is ruined? It needs repair. Eric will no longer be able to provide any sort of income with their joint. I'm assuming they had some joint income, so Serlina's just going to be all alone now. I say what we can do is have Eric continue to work and send money back home. Serlina can do what she wants with her life, but Eric can't get away from continuing to pay Serlina for the rest of his life.
I think that's letting him off too easy. He can be too much of a weasel.
I think it's
I'll,
for Pine
I'll-
Hovel to decide.
Yeah. The money that I took from Eric, how much was that again?
It was you left him with 10 gold. It was
Left him with 10
95.
gold.
It was 85 gold in total.
All right. I'll search him. I'll grab that 10 gold. I'll throw that at Serlina. And then I'll take 10 gold out and I'll throw that at her. Or not throw, but, give it to her and go, will that set
Take
you
it!
off for a while?
Okay.
Serlina, how do you feel about this?
She looks to you as you're kind of beside her and says, I don't even want to look at him, but that doesn't mean I want him dead. And you hear some shouts rise up in the crowd now for people calling for him to be hung, for people calling for him to let him go, let him work it off. Seems there's quite a debate going on. Borok, for giving that 20 gold, by the way, take a point of inspiration for later use. All right. Harrow steps in and says, Tonight, he'll be held in the pint basement. And in the morning, we'll start a trial. I believe this is the only fair way to enact justice here. We are
I agree
not
with Harold.
heathens.
It's my
We're
fault.
not.
Oh.
All right. Well, I think that conducts our business here. Can I get a refill on whiskey, and then I think we're just gonna head back out to the city.
We're not going to stay for the trial.
I don't think we need to, do we? We don't really have much to do with this. We brought Zach.
Well, I'm kind of invested at this point. Wouldn't
Is it
mind
the
seeing how this
abs?
plays out.
The abs, Tobias. It's the abs.
All
We
right.
are kind of the witnesses, if you want to think of it like that.
Serlina kind of steps forward and says, Harrow, I think we don't owe them anything else anymore. They've saved my life. They've brought me back. They brought Eric back. It's up to us now to make this decision. I don't think we need to prolong them anymore. And I don't want to speak out of turn, you four, but from what I saw out there on the ice, there's a lot more in this world that they need to tend to than just the justice of one town.
One tiny man.
One little rat bastard of a man.
Well, that's very true. We are pretty important. We got things to do.
Harrow kind of... yeah. Well... The citizens of Pine Hovel can't thank you enough. We're not of many fancy rewards, but what can we do to repay this debt for you?
A mere 100 gold each would be plenty.
Amir.
I'm just teasing you. 50. No, just kidding. How about a place at your bar whenever we need, and unlimited drinks and food.
You can see the inner demons within Harrow,
The
the thankful
Businessman.
side, and the businessman
businessman.
side going.
Honestly, Harold, you're getting off pretty easy with that one because I don't know how many times we're gonna be back here.
Yeah, probably not very many.
Yeah.
It is called Hovel after all.
He
Nothing against you all.
outstretches his hand. He says, "You're welcome in the pint anytime on me for your room and board."
Oh.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you. I think we shall stay for the trial.
I pull him into a hug.
I'm just kidding, my friend. I'm just kidding.
Pull him into a hug when he shakes my hand.
But we will be in the next town over, so I do want someone to ride us. And let us know when what happens either way.
Aye, of course. We'll find a way to get a message to you. Thank you so much for what you've done, and even though Tobias, you were a pain in the ass first, coming in and causing a little bit of ruckus in the town, I've grown to like you.
Look at his face.
Well, I do have that effect on people. I force myself onto them until they're endeared by me.
He goes to
So
shake your
alright.
hand. He
So
goes to shake
far,
your hand.
so good.
As you go to shake his hand, he pulls you in really close. And he brings you down to his level. He is a dwarf after all. And whispers into your ear, "Write nicely about me in that memoir, will you?"
Oh. Don't worry, my friend. I'll take care of you.
That's good.
It's gonna be
Right.
big one of these days.
Well, he looks around. You can see some burly woodsmen are holding Eric up, and they're bringing him into the hovel. And all you hear is just the sobs of Eric as he enters in and the door closes. And Harold looks up and goes, "It's getting late. You might want to find your way back to Hollyvara."
I think that's a good idea.
And then I go, be well, Serlina, and divorce that piece of shit.
She takes the really shoddy ring off and just drops it on the ground. And she says,
I'll give her-
I'll be fine.
Well,
I'll give
I
her
mean,
a
you
wink
could
and
sell
go,
that for something.
Next time I roll through town, I'll keep a bit more.
Subtle.
I just start walking away.
Subtle, Bo. I just whisper to him as he walk away with him. Subtle. That's really subtle.
You hear like the off noises of giggles from not from Serlina, but like from the people that were attending to her, like going like in the background. I can't do it, okay? All right. Anything you want to do before we leave, or are we heading to Hollyvara?
I'm ready to head to Hollyvara.
Yeah, I think I'm good to go.
Okay.
I will advise Serlina, though, if you can find some, you might want to put a little aloe vera on that arm of yours.
Believe it's pronounced Ealivira. Yeah.
I always get that one wrong.
Yeah, no, it's a hard one.
Okay. Thanks for that,
Lord.
everyone. Okay. As you all begin to make your way back to Hollyvara, grand total of time you've been gone. You've only really been gone about 3-4 hours at the best. So it is getting to be a little bit closer to the evening tonight. You get back to the gates, and the folks at the gates again stop you, but Prinny reminds Chief Sparsley that you were just here not too long ago.
And is there like
Just
multiple
enter.
gates to go in and out of the city?
There is, from this side, there's only one gate that you see going
I
in.
just don't want to confuse them too much if I'm walking back in and never walked out. Do I think that they'd remember, or should I just... Would it be feasible for me to have gone a different route?
They see enough people coming in and out of here that I don't think they would recognize everyone coming in.
A fawn?
Hey?
It's fine.
He's trying to give you the out.
Yeah,
trying to give
Peter.
you the
DM Peter was
Yeah,
like,
no, I'll take it. I'll take the out.
Yeah,
We're
no.
good.
Take the out. Yeah, it's good. They welcome you back in to Hollyvara. The night seems to have calmed down the streets. There are more lanterns being lit now. The cool, chill air comes in, and the night begins to set in. What are you all doing?
Well, should we go get a drink somewhere that doesn't smell like piss?
I agree. I'm ready for a drink. We should reflect on what all this just happened, because I think
I'm
we
also hungry a little bit.
Oh,
So we could get
that's
like a
good.
place for the night, and then tomorrow morning seek out Lord Sarbeck?
Yes.
Sounds like a
that
plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect, perfect,
Perfect.
How are you all finding the establishments other than the Briny Bottom?
I
I'll
could go
walk
back
out.
and
Is
ask
there like,
Penny.
yeah, go back and ask Pretty. That works.
All right. As you get back to Prinny, you can hear the Prinny kind of getting ready to change guard, and she looks up and goes, "Oh, yes, can I help you?"
skip happily over. Hi. We forgot to ask you, where do people go to drink and have rooms that is not a piss place?
We're not
Oh.
looking for an orgy. I just want to clarify.
Well, if that's there, that's an option. But we're not against the orgies, but we're pro non-piss taverns.
Pro non-sketchy piss taverns.
Like
Pro orgies.
the opposite of briny bottom.
Pro food and drink. And
orgies.
like a semi-clean bed.
Right. Well, that's no problem. You could. There is the Aquatic Goat.
Aquatic?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if you've
Yes.
ever heard the tale of that. I'll let the innkeeper talk about that. Tell you that story. If you don't mind that. If you need to, at the Aquatic Goat, go in, mention Prinny sent you. You're gonna be looking for an elf, and his name is Lyle.
An elf.
Okay.
I wonder if I can wild shape into Aquatic Goat.
You're welcome to join us, Like, I know that we don't know you and you don't know us, but I think it looks like your shift is over. So if you would like to join us for a couple drinks tonight, you're more than welcome. You seem like a lovely human elf person.
Oh, well, she blushes and goes, I'll think about it.
Well, you're always welcome at our table. And I might even be putting on a bit of a show tonight if I can get this Lyle or barkeep to let us play.
And I'm always putting on a show.
Mm-hmm.
He loves music. He really does.
Does he love magic?
How are we talking magic?
Like bad magic, like bad stage magic, performed beautifully.
Well, this is hearsay.
Like
Do you-
a comedic magician.
Oh.
Have you ever met a magician that is also a wizard? One of those.
Crazy, right?
You can think. You can see the gears turning in her head. They've seen magic users before. They've seen wizards and warlocks and all these people, but the idea of a wizard doing cheap magic tricks, seems to break something in her head.
Don't worry. And I take her hand and I say, "That was my reaction the first time too."
Yeah.
Tobias
just tap
steps
her
forward,
hand. Oh,
twirling his mustache.
We're all a little broken by it, truthfully.
I am truly one of a kind.
Why are you saying it that way?
What I do, there are not many, if any, that could. I'll just say, there aren't many wizards that are willing to entertain.
Degrade themselves?
Thinking, and I'm glad you
But
said
we were getting along so well.
It's okay. I still
mean,
don't
no,
get it
he's
either.
he's wonderful at magic and stuff. You should. Anyway, come on by and see him if you want.
Thank you.
I need a drink.
Let's head over. And as before we walk away, I'll just maybe give her a little peck on the hand before we walk away.
She goes,
prance
"Oh,
away.
Thank you." She points you as you leave off into the distance there, and you can see. Tells you to kind of take a left before you hit the docks, and you move down to more of a nicer part of Hollyvara, a little bit more clean and a little bit more open space. You can see the sign of a goat, but with a mermaid's tail, and you can hear all the kind of noise and revelry from the inside.
Finally, something that makes sense. A goat with a mermaid tail.
It smells good in here, unlike the other place.
This seems like the place to be.
Do you think that
Now-
if mermaids exist, there would be mergoats? and like mer cows? Do you think that everything that we have up on the surface would just be a mer version in the water?
I've often wondered this. I'm glad you brought it up.
I wonder if my shape changing could make me have gills.
Are they shirts on or shirts off? Pants on, pants off.
Oh, which
Do they
side
wear
is the
like
fish? Is it the-
one-legged
is the-
pants?
Is the head the fish or the butt the fish?
We need a drink.
We need to drink. And then I have remind me when I'm sober tomorrow to consider gills. It opens up doors. Yeah, not a person named Gil, like gills to breathe water. Anyway, drinks.
Hi, I'm Gil.
I will go up to the bar.
As you walk into the Aquatic Goat, you can see that this one is a much more nicer establishment. Very nice hardwood floors, tables all in a even row, and a lovely stage in the front with a very well-detailed statue of the aquatic goat, the goat with the mermaid's tail. Along the side, along the corner, you can see a small bar and a kitchen with wafting smells of roasted meat and the sound of pouring ale in the background. You see a very tall elf with very long pointed ears, lovely earrings draping down, and like slicked back platinum hair. And he goes, you can see he's kind of helping people, and he goes, "Oh, well, hello. Find a seat anywhere you'd like. Welcome. I will get someone to come over and give you a menu. Is it for 4?
4 with the potential
Yes.
of 5?
We'll say 4 right now, and I'll get you a chair later. How about
That's
that,
perfect. Love it.
darling?" Okay.
And then I say hello. How do you do in Elvish?
And he goes, he nods and goes, "Yes." He says in Elvish, though, "You're not from around here, are you?"
That obvious.
Whoever doesn't speak Elvish here is like, "Mana, wana, wala, wala." Like very like.
I'll chime in and go.
I don't know.
Everyone just pretends to be Elvish now. Fantastic.
I do speak Elvish. So,
So do I.
Oh, so you hear
Are
it
they
too.
on?
yeah, I hear it. I'm good. So I spoke. I just, say stuff back as well.
Oh, and he looks
my
back
God.
at you and goes, "So odd that someone like you can speak Elvish?"
Ooh, I don't like that. But I get it.
He's a very worldly orc man. I say in Elvish.
And then you hear everyone's like, you all speak Elvish. How fantastic is this?" Tobias, you don't, do you? So you just hear everyone going like, and then you're in the background just like, "Yep."
I take out my memoirs.
They all started
Speaking
learn
in
Elvish.
English.
Getting PTSD from that 2 years I spent in Quebec.
Oh man. Okay.
I've never felt more isolated.
You
Yeah.
find you find a nice seat in a table of 4 with the potential of 5. Don't worry about that. Near a little corner of the tavern, you can see a few people out, and it looks to be a band about to go on and start playing some music in the background. The server comes up to you, a rather young-looking half-elf. You can tell by the shorter ears, wearing just some almost like an apron and just like a white tunic, and walks up and says, hello, can I take your order, please?"
Sure.
No need to be nervous, dear.
It's my first day.
You're probably doing a great job.
Thank you.
Nailing
You're here, taking our order. That's a start.
I want to hear the whole menu and everything you have on the shelf to drink.
In alphabetical order, please.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, kid. Get me an ale, get me a shot of whiskey, and then get me anything that has protein and some carbs in it.
Oh, right, one fisherman's meal.
Oh.
I will get you that. Would you like a kind of a mid-level ale?
You'll take the
Sure.
strongest ale you got.
Let's just get a pitcher.
Yeah. You know what? Let's get two pitchers.
2 pitchers.
How about this? How about one pitcher of your strongest ale and one of your nicer wines, and a plate of meat, and a plate of fruit.
And
Let's
does
do that family
the
style.
barkeep have a signature cocktail, perhaps?
Well, Lyle does like to mix a little bit of brining juice with a little bit of gin and an olive. It's I don't know. It's not really. A lot of the older fishermen like it.
It kind of sounds like an elf teeny.
That's a lovely name. I don't know if he has a name for it. I'll tell him about that.
With a fishy twist.
Yes.
Wait, this is a fishing town, so we should
Or
get
is
a
it
seafood
martini?
platter.
Mermaid martini.
All right, listen, boy. You can just go back and get those things and stop letting these people harass you. All right?
Okay. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
We're just trying to make conversation.
He takes
You're gonna
off.
feel- He did not have a notepad. I don't think.
That's
I
why I
also don't
tried
know
to.
if he was.
Oh,
he was,
he's gonna mess it up.
He's
I
not
tried to
so
mess
I-
up
you-
meat,
You
fruit.
you were
wine.
overloading his brain with all the other talk.
Should have brought a notepad.
Should have brought a notepad.
Or-
I just want to make sure that we get what we want. That's all. Also, here's your splits. So I pull out the bag of gold, and everybody gets 18 gold. And I don't think there's any copper or silver in there, is there?
No, it was just all gold.
All right.
Nice.
Money.
So give me a second. 75 divided by 3 is 25. Wait a second. So 20. So my brain hurts. It's supposed to be 18.75 gold each.
Someone's gonna get shortchanged.
Yes.
How about everyone who
24
got
to
the extra
60.
money buys around?
Yeah, that works. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll take 20 because, I did the thing. And, my partner over here, she's going to take 20. So then between the three of you, or the two of you, I'll give you the other 35. You can figure it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Your new partners. But, yeah, we'll buy the first rounds.
Fantastic.
After some time, you see the half-elf waiter come over, and you can see more waiters behind him bringing out a large platter of meat, a large platter of fruit. Instead of a pitcher, it's like a little mini keg, and they start pouring ale into it. And on the side, beside for you, Borok, he has a little shot glass of whiskey, and he pours some whiskey in it. And you see the elf, the wood elf with platinum blonde.
I'll grab his hand as he does that, and I'll just go, you can leave the bottle.
Oh, okay. And you see the half elf who was behind the bar, the one with the platinum hair and the very fashionable earrings, comes up and says, "It's so lovely that all of you have just come up and, made such a big order tonight. Here is a bottle of Vindenfell White."
Ooh, wait, don't I have some of that?
That sounds very fancy.
That's very nice. Too kind.
I do have Vindenfell red wine. Ooh, yay, okay.
This is a Vindenfell White, aged 3-4 years.
Oh.
A whole
I-
lifetime.
you wanted some decent wine, did you not? And I feel like
Yes,
this
I
is
did.
great to pair with your food tonight. I am Lyle. If you need anything, you please let me know. We do have lodgings upstairs.
We'll need a
And
couple rooms.
absolutely, sir. Right away.
What's the cost of those rooms for the night, by the way?
And Linny and Prinny sent us, Lyle. That's how we knew to look for you and come to this
Oh, she
Prinny
did,
sent us.
the little scamp. She
Yeah,
used to
that's who we're
work here before
saving
she
the-
took the guard.
Oh, that's why we're saving the seat for.
Oh, I do hope she shows up.
That's the same.
Well, if Prinny was the one to bring you here, let's just say, how many nights are you staying here?
At least one.
Let's say 2 to be safe. You know,
At
we might do
least
some,
two.
might shop around more a little bit. You know, just check out the city, see what's going on.
I
Absolutely.
could busk, make some money.
Absolutely. Well, let's go with the Prinny special, and we'll do minus the food. We'll have to charge you for the food, but you can get a modest room for about 2 gold a night, or you can get one of the stately oceanside suites for 8 gold a night. And that is the Prinny special, my friends.
Oh,
Insight
isn't
check.
that sweet of you?
Go ahead, roll.
Insight check.
Oh, wait a minute.
Natural fucking 20. I'm not even lying.
Nice.
So 24. First roll, natural 20. Fuck yeah. I'll take a picture of that.
You can tell that Lyle, since the mention of Prinny, he is actually giving you a discount on this. You can tell the intentions are very nice. You came in speaking Elvish. You came in mentioning Prinny, and you've ordered a ton of food. He is not lying to you.
Okay, cool. That, how big is that 8 gold room? You know, would it sleep all 4 of us, or?
Well, it will. The 4 of you will fit in the room. We might have to bring in an extra smaller bed.
We can share beds. It's fine.
Oh, that's fine.
Or-
There's 3
Yeah.
beds.
We could do 2 rooms.
I mean,
Part
I'm
of the
open to the
bonding
4.
experience of a new adventuring group is the necessity of a cuddle puddle.
You've
Just
already
saying.
seen us naked, so, you know.
Is this going to be a nightly thing?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
We don't really put rules to it. It's just a suggestion.
No.
But if you want your own room, that's fine.
oh.
You know what? Let's just go with 2 rooms for now, and we can discuss. Unless you, Tobias, would you like your own room? You can do your.
No,
you know,
I'm
page
sorry.
for that.
Clearly I have much to learn about adventuring. This is my first.
Don't worry, I'll
adventure.
teach you all about it. Cypher Adventuring 101. Cuddle puddles.
Sapphire and I have been on the
Consensual
road together for a
cuddle.
long time.
Did you say sensual or consensual?
Consensual.
consensual?
With a C. So if you don't want to be a
Listen.
part of it, it will not be held against you. You can just be cuddle puddle adjacent. You know.
When
Alright.
you're out in the
Oh.
woods and it's cold and there's nowhere else to sleep, trust me, the fur of her legs does, provide some comfort. So
Very soft.
it is.
Yes.
Their legs. Sorry, not her legs.
So, sorry, Orsina, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah. I think I'll just take my own bed for tonight.
I respect your decision.
Oh.
Well, if we can get 3 beds into the one room, then you 2 can have your own bed and me and Bo can share. We're
And
saving
Whatever happens, happens.
We're sharing 8 gold. Saving
I'm
8
okay
gold.
with that.
As you all are deciding this,
Saving-
Lyle is there, like, just kind of huddled over the table, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Well, whatever you decide.
Sorry, we're very
I'll be
into
here.
Cuddle puddles aside, there is room tonight. With that being said, enjoy yourself. The tab will have to be settled before the night's end. Sorry, a little bit of rules here at the Aquatic Goat. But enjoy your night, and if you need anything, give Lyle a call. And if
We'll
you
do
don't need, and if you
Aw.
don't need anything, give Lyle a call.
Well-
and he walks away.
Oh, he is a good one. I wonder if he lives here.
Here's a good one. Are we thinking ocean view room? 2 ocean views for 16 gold total? Or are we thinking 2 modest rooms for 4 gold total?
I was thinking, so just 1 ocean view because it'll fit all of us.
Yep.
Or if we want to save money, it'll be 2 gold less for us to get 3 regular rooms. So it's really up to the rest of you.
I wonder if the
Obviously,
regular
Cypher and
rooms
I
have
are fine with
2.
whatever.
Do the regular rooms have 2 gold? 2 beds or 1 bed?
Well, I'm sure we might be able to get either a suite with 2 queen sizes in it, or I don't fucking know.
We'll just say at the end of the night when we're picking rooms, you guys can pick whichever room you want.
I'm
Yes.
fine with the ocean view with 3 beds in it.
Do we actually get mattresses?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
it's
hope
the
so,
$7
for
price.
8 gold.
I could use
Yeah.
an Obus form.
Mhm.
All
All
right.
right. Well, then I guess it's settled. I'll just get up and let Lyle know in Elvish that we'll take the suite for 2 nights, the 8 gold one, and just have him to bring up an extra cot for the room for us.
Right away. And might I say, your pronunciation is very, very well done. Where did you learn that?
Well, you see, where I'm from, we are kind of an eclectic mix of races and people, and there are quite a few elves that live with us. So I learned from some of the best
Oh,
from a
Lovely.
very young age as well. So yeah,
interesting. You know, there's a lot within Halivara. There's some fancy, lovely. You seem like you're the type that's a little bit more rustic. Is that an offensive thing to say?
no, that's just fine. Yeah, you are correct.
Well, you know, the estate room is decorated in some lovely woodwork and wood carvings. I suggest you take a look at them.
All right, maybe I will.
All right. Well, good night. And the room will be ready. In shortly, I'll bring you your key.
Thank you.
He turns around and goes back to his work. You can see the tavern is slowly starting to fill in for the night. The band is playing in the background. What are you all doing?
Eating.
Eating. Just Orsina's just
Just wolfing it down.
Girl's gonna eat. Bearing it in.
yeah.
I'm going to sit as I'm sitting at the table. I'm going to cast Find Object, and I'm going to pick the robe that the robed person was wearing, and just see if they are anywhere within 1,000 feet of my vicinity.
Smart.
Just to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
For the rest of you, it seems like Bo just leans back in his chair and just like zones out. He's like just looking off into the distance. Bo, like it's almost like a shockwave, just sending out into the distance, hoping to find a ping, but no ping comes back.
Yeah, I figured. Worth a try.
That was
the
quite
probe
cool.
is. Yeah, it's just a little thing I do. The probe is nowhere in the current vicinity of us.
Uh,
I thought
the
I'd
ever
try.
elusive probe.
Your probing didn't work.
Oh,
That was devastating.
I loved it.
I like it. I like it.
All right.
So,
Well,
what do
can I-
we
can I-
think, friends?
Can I try some of that, Bo?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Thank you. What is this I'm eating here? Looks like some sort of meat.
I believe it's all fish.
I thought that looked like a quail.
I don't know. I mean, I probably should know. Maybe I'll do a little survival check to see if I know what everything is. Since, you know, I should be a nature boy.
Sure, go ahead.
I find it worrisome that it's not questionable.
It's a natural 1 plus 7 is an 8.
It's meat.
The dice giveth, and the
It's
dice taketh
meat.
away. Yeah.
A bunch of meat.
It
You're
is,
getting literally
it's
the
meat.
top
Getting
and
a
the
bunch of
bottom of
meat.
the ladder. So it's just meat.
Mm.
It smells great.
It tastes great.
Yeah. That's all I give a shit about.
That's it. That's it.
You ate rat earlier. This is heavens compared.
Well
Good
seasoned.
point. Good
Rat.
point.
Uh,
Fish, the rat of the sea.
And then can I call the new guy, our server guy? Is he around?
Yeah, he runs by.
Can I get a blueberry pie if you have that? It's my favorite.
Blueberry pie.
For dessert.
I'll have to check with the local baker, but I'll double check. 1 second. And
They
he
don't
like
even serve this in house.
he runs, and you hear a door just open out into the night. You see some snow fly in, and the door close.
Oh, bless his
I
heart.
think he just killed our server. He didn't go out with a coat. Going out into
He
the
just
dark
left.
of a very
He
unsafe
didn't even tell
town.
anybody. He just left.
A
There are
plus for
bandits
service.
out there.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
think
a
he's
gay
coming back.
problem here.
Yeah.
After some time, you all sitting in here and enjoying the night. Cypher, you actually do catch Prinny walking in, although she is out of her local garb. You can kind of see her auburn hair tied back into a high ponytail with the smaller half-elf ears and the covered in freckles, mostly around the cheek area, and she's wearing mostly kind of earth tones, and she's kind of standing around like nervously with looking around in the area.
I'll definitely like wave her over.
Oh, hello.
Well, well, well.
Come on over.
And she brings up a chair kind of nervously as you all are kind of sitting there. Goes,
Shuffle, make room for her. Move over.
hello.
Here, have a drink.
Would you
Oh.
like? We have a collection of whiskey, beer, or ale, and wine, and
Yes.
meat and fruit.
The ale's fine, thank you.
We found out that you used to work here, Prinny.
Yes. I did when I was a little bit younger, just to kind of help the family out.
That is very sweet of you. And what made you want to go into guard duty?
Well, you see, I always felt like being a bit of a protector in school and making sure everyone was following the rules. Not a lot of people like that, but seemed like the next step, really. It's just what happens.
That is very
Oh.
noble. of you.
Good for
Still
you for
finding your
showing that
way, huh?
leadership.
Thank you.
I think we all-
My name's
we're-
Tobias, by the way.
Oh, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I figure we should know each other's names before we have a pint together.
Yes, I'm Prinny. We met
Oh.
before.
I was just-
But
Didn't
I just wa-
we introduce ourselves to her last time?
Did,
Or
did
no?
we?
No, you didn't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
so
Hi, Orsina.
I think Cypher did. I hope so.
you did. You were the only one that introduced yourself. Sorry, this is just I don't do this much. So this is different.
That's what they all
Oh,
say.
neither do I. Neither do I.
Yes.
Very kind of you to join us, though.
I
It's,
do this literally all the time.
Yeah, she does.
She's very
all I
good.
do.
She's very
Yeah.
good.
I was gonna be like, I wouldn't have done this, so I'm proud of you.
very charismatic for.
Well, thank you.
That's what it is.
So what brings you all to the town?
Well, we're a new group of protectors, I guess you could say. We're actually on a mission to help people, and well, if we're speaking frankly, you know that whole. Have you heard of the whole the geolucent issue yet? Have you heard of that?
You mean the
purple.
the crystals on the vegetables and fruit and stuff?
Yeah, you know that whole thing.
Yes.
Well, we're investigating that.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. So have you had a lot of run-ins with this infected fruit and vegetables?
Yes, that and yes.
A lot.
Personally, I'm just getting acquainted with it. I'm actually being forced along here. There's a knife under the table at my leg.
She
Try to
looks under the table.
I'm just kidding with you.
Sorry, you do realize that I'm off duty, but I am a god, so I do want to make sure we're all safe and law-abiding here.
I thought you just said, I am a god.
Very good point.
I'm a god.
I am a
Well-
god, you see.
I am a god. Well, Prinny, all we would say about that is just, I would avoid touching any of the purple stuff, eating, being near as much as possible to avoid
And
that.
tell literally everyone you know not to touch it as well.
Don't
Yeah.
touch it.
Of course, I mean that's
Spread
what
the
Lord Sawback is telling us as well, So I'm glad we're all aligned here.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because
We're
if it
actually
spreads
going
fast,
to,
it would be a
meeting with him
shame if someone
tomorrow.
brought it into the kingdom. It could devastate everyone in
Oh.
this. Yeah, yes, it's serious, and you've got very nice skin. It would be awful if
Does it infect
Yeah.
skin?
If it
I will
touches
kick.
you,
I will kick. I will kick.
it just sometimes
under
it's
the table.
sharp.
I
you know
needed
what
that.
means. It's just sharp
Yeah.
sometimes.
We don't know all the ramifications as of yet, but we are going to see Lord Sarback tomorrow to discuss it with him. So
No,
You know.
no need for alarm. Just
no need for
avoid it.
alarm at the moment.
Just,
Oh,
Just avoid it.
yes. Of course. That was odd.
Would you like to see a trick?
Yes, this is a good time.
Oh,
for
is this
a
one of your magic tricks that aren't magic tricks?
Well, they are magic, but yeah, I guess we can call them just illusions.
they're magic tricks with the air quotes, so they are, but they're not. It's magic tricks.
illusions.
Oh, all right. Let's see these illusions then.
All right. Let me think here. What we got around us? Can you fill a cup of water for me? Well, I guess the guy is gone now.
Yeah, he's gone. He's still out there.
Who can get me water?
You see Lyle just pouring a glass of water and gets another one of the waiters to bring it over. Puts it on the table for you right there.
Thank you kindly, Lau. So, what is one of your favorite beverages to consume? Sorry, this is
Well-
a question for Prinny.
Well, I don't know if you would know, my mother used to make this really good berry juice. It was a mixture of different berries, but it was very sweet, and the nectar was lovely.
A berry juice that only your grandmother used to make.
My mother, yes.
So your mother. Oh, sorry. Okay, this is quite specific. Well, we'll give this a shot.
I'll tell you what was in it if that would help.
Yes, that would be great.
Well, it
And
had
berries. What do we got?
It had strawberries. It had a little bit of blueberry
Right.
and some raspberry. It sounds
Okay, so
like
it's
it
just
wouldn't
mixed
mix
berry
well,
drink.
but it's just very mixed berry. Yes.
Oh no,
So
we
yeah,
do
those-
similar thing where I'm from. We added a little bit of honey, or some sort of sweet
Well,
nectar in it.
My mother is elf, so that
Oh.
would make sense.
Oh yeah. So it's
That's
just
fair.
the berry juice. You
Well,
can
we-
just
It's so unheard of for
Chads,
berries to go together like that.
We Chads are purists, so we've never really mixed berries. It's always just been, strawberry drink or a raspberry drink, and
go out of
hey,
your comfort zone.
Why don't you try your drink now?
Oh god, that's hopefully Chads are purist.
Are you doing anything, Tobias? Or is it just literally going to be you just flicked your hand and it's water? Like what is it?
No. I. So I've got like a little bit of powdered mixture here that is.
Oh.
It doesn't taste quite like berries, but it's kind of like a close enough. Like I
Can
was
you
I was
roll sleight of
expecting
hand?
her I was expecting her to say something like beer or something here in the tavern, but Nope, she didn't go that direction, so we're just gonna roll with it.
Roll sleight of hand.
You were drinking.
I just like the amount of Job that I'm channeling.
Yeah.
Oh no! There's a dead dove in my pants. Like,
Be gone!
God! Pop!
Okay, so I rolled a 14.
Okay, let me see if Prinny catches anything.
How about
She rolled a
this?
natural 1.
Oh
Lucky for you.
So when you go
Amazing.
poof, like you pour this little bit of mixture into it, and she takes a sip and she goes, I taste. It doesn't taste like what I used to call it was very berry, but it tastes a little bit. I mean, I'll give you some points because you're a human and you wouldn't have known this, but it tastes a little close, so not that bad.
Thank you. It's berry-ish.
Yes.
And then I
Well,
like
that's it.
I take a little sip. I'm like, and I just put it back.
I'll be here for 2 nights.
Magic.
It
Well,
was very nice. Thank you. Lovely. Just then you hear the door swing open. The snowstorm has kind of gusted, has picked up, and it's gusting in snow now. You see the freezing form of your waiter come in with a blueberry pie, which has steam coming off of it, and he goes, Here you go. And he's like
Oh.
shaking as he puts it on the table.
Bless your heart. And then I like druid craft just like warm air and kind of.
that's so nice of you. Like,
And he
poor-
goes-
poor guy out.
Thank you so much. You hear Lyle in the back, and he's like, where the hell were you? And he goes, I was just getting a pie just for the customer. He's like, we don't sell pies. He's like, you told me the customer's always right. And he just immediately whisks him off into the back. You hear like the
And-
swinging doors, like, and you hear yelling in the background in Elvish.
Oh no!
You're so
Oh, I feel
nice.
terrible.
You have to give him a giant tip now.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Like all your gold. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
He could have said no.
I don't think he
know.
knows
Should
how.
we be awarding his stupidity?
That
0
man
tip.
deserves to be
Live and
protected
learn.
at all costs.
Yeah, the world's harsh, son.
The world's harsh.
And then I'll
Toughen
cut a
up.
piece of the pie. I'm like, it's good.
It actually is a very delicious pie.
Delicious.
Good. Yeah, I'd like to try some.
Yeah, I'll get in on that.
Everyone just takes
Yeah.
That's a very berry
Yeah.
flavor.
and you see Pretty. Do you mind if I have a little bit?
Please help yourself.
Goes in and takes a bite. Just, oh, I absolutely love this Baker's. It's so good. They make the best bear claws.
I didn't think they'd be open so late.
I'm
Bakery.
surprised too. They usually would be closed.
Yeah, they're usually a morning situation.
He actually also worked for the bakers, and he's baked it fresh just
Just
now.
got Yeah.
So this is interesting. You're here, being these defenders of
Truth and light.
this
Humanity.
this infection. But you said you were looking for your friend first. Did you? I saw
yes.
you bring someone out.
Oh, we found him.
Yeah. That was a
More
little
like a
town
frenemy.
business. Yeah, that was a little town
Turns out
business
he
we
had
had to
done
do
some-
for Pine Hovel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have you ever
Lovely.
met a
Bad
bounty
things.
hunter?
yes. Unfortunately, we've run into quite a few at the Briny Bottom. Whenever I have to do my my rounds around there, not fun.
Mm.
Well, probably a lot of activity from the Grautusk gang, right?
Yeah, tell us about them.
Well, the Grautusk gang have been really a staple within Hollyvara for as long as I can remember. It's a mixture of ne'er-do-wells, but mostly there's there's Loro who kind of runs the whole situation. Rather large orc, always smoking a cigar. But he kind of runs the whole situation down there by the docks. Not really just a nice group of people to deal with, but unfortunately a necessary evil here in Halivara.
Would you classify them as mercenaries?
They're only out for their own means. They kind of deal with the shipping and moving of illicit goods, but Loro's pockets are deep, and he definitely knows who to keep quiet within Halivara. And she kind of leans in and goes, I do have my suspicions that, that Lord Sarback is well aware of this, and frankly just doesn't care because he might take a little bit more off the top.
Can I insight check that?
Corruption runs all the way to the top.
Go ahead, Bo. You don't say.
18 plus 4, 22.
Okay, you can tell that Prinny is giving her what she believes is her
She believes
truth.
happened.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Want to make sure she was on the level. Like, I'm kind of trying to see if like she's trying to play us a little bit too. But that's it.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
It's good to keep doing that, Bo, because I just take everyone's word for
I know,
it.
me too.
I'm a bit of a dullard.
It's not.
I sometimes forget as well, but then I gotta remind myself that not everybody is. I mean, Eric hurt me.
I was just about to ask
Me
who
too.
hurt you, Bo, and then I remembered, oh, Eric did. Eric hurt all of us.
Eric cut me deep. He cut me real deep. So,
Bastard.
well, we'll try and get a bit of an opinion on that tomorrow. Is there any other gangs, parts of this town that maybe don't seem quite right?
Well, no, the docks really are the seedier underbelly, if I could say, and any kind of. Did you by any chance see the docks itself with the ships right now?
Yeah.
Right. So you, I don't know if you were aware, but a lot of the ships, if you're planning to charter, you do need some sort of decree or approval from a high-ranking official. But somehow, and I don't know how, but I do know how, and she kind of winks. The Growltusk gang do seem to be able to get ships in and out. And Bo, you recall, as you were walking towards the briny bottom, you saw underneath the docks a few people kind of huddled around there.
I remember that.
Interesting.
Do you think they might have anything to do with the infection spread? They might be contributing?
Do you see many of the, is there a lot of the produce and that comes in the city? Has the infection reached here much? Do you hear much about it?
From time to time, we see some contraband come in and sprout up with the infection, but Growltusk gang or not, if no one's around to buy what they have, they aren't making any money, so they generally keep an eye out on the infection as well. An unfortunate side effect of what's happening here, but we do come into it every now and then. Just today, we found a few pieces of vegetables and fruit coming in from a town, Burkton, if you know about that, and off the coast near Nevagua, a few infectious items did come in and have to be destroyed.
From a town
Never
called
heard of the
Burton?
place.
Burton
Berk-
and what?
Berkton, Berkton.
And where?
And the coast of
Bigwa, I
Nevagua.
believe.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard of it.
Never.
Nevigua.
No, we're not reacting to those jokes. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I didn't hear. What'd you say?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said I've never heard of it.
Oh,
The Bigwa. I've never heard of it.
I'll explain it to the newer folks later.
Yeah.
She says yes. We generally just dispose of them, but I don't know what Loro does with his share of things.
And Loro is the large orc.
Loro is who runs the Growl Tusk gang right now.
Loro. Okay. Now, did I get? Oh, we got eyes on him while we were in the bar, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you
That
saw
was
him
him,
in the gambling den.
Interesting. Anything else we need to know about Lord Starbuck? Under the table?
Lord Sawback generally is a little bit more rough around the edges. He does mean well. At the end of the day, he cares about Halivara and making sure it runs as a well-oiled machine. He just might rub people the wrong way, from what I understand.
A bit rough around the edges, that's all right.
Exactly.
We have one of those ourselves, I say, pointing to Bo.
God.
All right. So as the night continues on, you're enjoying your drinks and your food. Lyle comes by every now and then to ensure you're enjoying your stay. Is there anything else you four want to do? Right.
Can I tell Lyle to make sure that he doesn't get too mad at the kid? 'Cause he was just trying to help me out.
Oh no! I would never give him a lashing or two. It's just he is just so eager to please people, and we just have to remind him that we only bring in items that we sell within the confines.
You should
Uh-huh.
try this pie though; it's amazing.
Oh, I
You should
know.
consider
I've
selling
had that pie before.
Yeah.
Yes, it's down at the Baker's Rise. It's great. Great.
You
place.
know, here's an idea for you. You commission some of their pies in the morning, do a two-piece markup on it, and you resell them. The convenience of having them here in store for the people that are already here. Mm-hmm.
Now that is a business deal, and he smiles this big toothy smile. I like what you're thinking of, Mr.
Tobias Chad.
Oh, lovely to meet you. Oh, soft hands. Very nice.
Thank you. Very
It's
soft.
everywhere.
Helps
too.
both
Off
of you.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, can I roll for level of drunkenness?
oh yes. Let's all take Constitution saving throws to see how we are faring, and I will do for Prinny.
Oh no!
Bo's it's a 6. Bo's sloshed.
Okay, you're definitely getting a little.
I'm a 7.
You two are both feeling it now.
14?
Cypher. 14. Okay, you're good. You're good. Tobias.
I am. Where's my Constitution? Oh yeah, I'm 7 as well.
Okay, you're drunk as well, and Prinny is the only other one who succeeded with an 18. So the two folks at the table that are sober right now are Cypher and Prinny. Bo, Orsina, and Tobias are getting a little getting getting a little sloshy now.
If you had anything to go off of with that, Tobias, I would like to get up and talk to Lyle just away from the others for a second. Hi. Would it be all right if I played a couple songs? And I kind of pull out my violin. I'm very good, and I would love to just wrap up my drunk friend's night up with a fun song or 2 or 7.
I would love that.
Okay. Can I also have 4, we'll say small shots delivered, 4 each. So I'm going to need How many of us there? 5 of us. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I need 24 tiny shots of
Wow.
whatever your choice is.
Are you sending them over the brink, darling?
Well, that's why I'm saying tiny shots, because they're already way drunker than I thought they would be at this point, and I'm like, so maybe just like half shots. It's more of a you can even make some of them water. It's a symbol.
Okay. All right. You go in the back. You can see he kind of takes a little bit of from behind the counter, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Put some water in it. It's just mostly like whiskey with a little bit of water in the bag. And he has a big tray of 24 shots.
Okay. So, yeah, brings it over to the table, and I put it down in front of them, and I say, "All right, everyone." I hand out 4 little shots to everybody. Don't drink them yet.
I don't
And
know.
Hey.
And I hold up my 1 shot, and I say, "For each of these, you're going to have a shot." So I
Okay.
say, and I hold up my glass, and I say, "Cheers to dreams of balls." Shot.
Hey,
Slam it down.
that's me.
Second one. Cheers to justice. Slam it down.
Justice.
Cheers to new friends. Slam it back, slam it down. And cheers to the songs we're about to rock out to. Slam it back, whip out my violin, and just start prancing around the bar with my violin.
Okay.
And that's what I do.
The music that comes out is like a little bit more, starts off slow, and the beat starts to pick up, and people are starting to get a little bit more lively in the group. But now the party has just begun, constantly cheersing. People are cheering on while Cypher's playing and kind of dancing around the room.
Wow,
You
she's
even
really
see-
good.
You even see
I've
Prinny
seen
like,
us just like, ah!
can you roll a performance check for me, please, Cypher?
I'm not kidding, it's a nat 20.
There you go. And the music begins to swell more and more, and the people begin to jump and sing and dance.
I'll get up on the table and start stomping, clapping.
Yeah, we're talking like fiddler music, if you have that
I'm
available.
trying to find it.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm doing 10 things,
Fiddler,
guys. I'm doing
fiddle.
10 things.
Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
This?
The second one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's all I got.
Halloweeny.
Very Halloween.
This?
No,
This
the one on top.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Much
Oh, there we
better.
go.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry,
Well-
folks.
I was just switching.
Took you on a musical
songs.
journey there.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved
So
it.
Cypher, for this, take a point of inspiration for the cheers, by the way. Okay. You even see Prinny in the background, like just clapping, cheering on. And the night begins to the party goes on. So, Tobias, are you doing anything while she's playing?
Well, I'm going to walk over to Prinny and give her a little bow and put out my hand.
And she blushes and puts out her hand and takes
And
your
I
hand.
give her a twirl and
Yeah.
start to dance to the music.
You clear some room and you start to dance around in the little area there while Cypher's running around and playing. Orsina, are you doing anything?
Drunk Orsina's just like throwing like petals of flowers out of her hand, just like
This is great.
Flower child.
Lovely.
It's a t-shirt cannon, but with petals.
yeah, yeah. Just, that's her drunk move. It's just flowers everywhere.
Love that.
That's awesome. Bo, what are you doing?
I already said I'm up on the table stomping and clapping and going.
Oh no, it's
trying to
the word.
Oh my god. Okay.
I start complaining to Prinny while we're dancing. You know, they're always speaking Elvish around me. I don't know what they're saying. Upsetting.
Oh, he's turning into sad drunk. Oh no.
Yeah.
Turn around,
Sad
turn around.
drunk bias.
Oh god.
All right. As the night begins to calm down, you go off late into the night with music playing, but now the bar tavern seems to be calming down now. A key comes to you from Lyle saying your room is ready. Whenever you want. And he puts down a bill. And you look at the bill.
Oh no.
And
Uh-oh.
who's looking at the bill, by the way?
I'll look at it.
Cypher looks
Sober
at the,
one.
Cypher looks at it,
Not that
and you see the charge for the 2 nights.
Yeah, so 8:16.
16 gold, that's there. Yes. Originally, though, you can see the scrawling of the writing. It shows 24 gold.
Oh, the pretty special, yeah.
And he scratches it out because Lyle's nothing but honest when it comes to his things. And then you can see the list of the food that you had and the fake shots and whatever. And that totals up to 10 gold on top of that. And it just has a little smiley face at the bottom of the
And I will, so that's what, 26 gold? So I'll give him 30 gold and say that 4 on top is for the waiter who got us pie at midnight.
Of course.
Somehow.
So sorry, how much are you putting down in total?
30 total.
30 total. Okay. All right. So
And yeah, because it covers it, and then that's 26, and then 4 to the waiter.
Barack will come up and go, here's 10. And take 10 into my account.
So I'll just take 10. Are you trying to give it to Lyle? Because then I will just take it back.
I'll give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
You're paying for it. All right, I'll go to bed.
You stuff it into the bag of holding, Cypher.
Thank you.
I'll give you 5 then.
Okay, thank
back.
you.
And
Okay.
Yeah, I'll toss some coin.
Perny gives you 2 gold. She's like, I'm sorry, I don't have too much, but here you
And
are.
I refuse it from her. I say, no.
No, I
You
insist.
were our guest. You were our guest. We invited you here. Our treat. I insist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
I am nothing if not a gentleman and a scholar.
Well, I appreciate your patronage and the amazing time you gave me tonight, but I'm afraid I do have to get going.
No, that's fine.
She's putting on like a little bit more of a bigger burly coat with like a fur lining on it, and well, it was really nice to meet you, Cypher. And all of your friends, all of you.
Brittany,
Bye, Prinny. Be
keep
well.
keeping the
You too, Prinny.
More
I-
flowers.
safe.
I tend to have a good sense about people, and I had a good sense about you. And I'll just take her hand and give her another kiss on the hand and a bow, and say, "You have a good night."
She blushes and goes, I hope to see you again. And she kind of like hurries out of the like a little nervously, and then like closes the door. And you see Lyle, they're like polishing a glass behind him, and he goes, well.
I just do a little like one of those little like shuffle kicks, like shucks. Like
Well, seems
Cyber,
like you
what
all-
room is it? Cyber,
4,
Cyber, what room is it?
4, 4.
Okay.
One more than
Okay.
3 and one less than 5.
Oh, that hurts my head.
Bo
4.
stumbles up the stairs and like holding onto the banister like as he's going up, and you find the room and it opens up, and it's a lovely large room. There's 2 separate bedrooms with there's a little sitting area as you just enter in, with a little wash basin and everything. This large bay window that opens up, which is closed now, looking out onto the frozen sea in front of you, the Braceden depths. The room is candle lit and some incense is burning.
Bo uses the chamber pot, takes off all of his clothes, and passes out face down on the largest bed.
Bo, while you're using the chamber pot, can you roll an investigation check for me, please?
Yes, I can. That is a 15.
A 15. Okay.
Yeah.
As you're kind of sitting there, like just kind of spinning your head around,
Mhm.
you look beside you and you see like a little ledge, and it's filled with like there's candles, there's a portrait, but there's a wood carving. And this wood carving looks incredibly familiar to something you've seen before.
Is this my work? Did I do this? I'll grab it and I'll look at it. I do a little bee. So I do a little bee thing on the bottom of all my sketches. My things, my toys that I make.
As you pick it up, Borak,
Mhm.
you see the word Grim Sky underneath it.
Oh, fuck.
And that's where we're going to take a break, everyone. We'll be back in 10 minutes. All right?
Peter, you bitch.
Hey, welcome
Yeah,
to D&D, kids. We'll be
love
back
it.
with
I
10
love it.
minutes. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Let's get back into the Crystal Arc, shall we? Bo, we'll kind of recap the night after you figured that out, and you crashed into bed and passed out for the night. Orsina, Tobias, Cypher, what are you doing before you all go to bed?
Well, I'm finishing up the last drops of the alcohol that we left at the table because we Chads do not waste, and I'm just writing a couple notes in the memoir before calling it a night.
Okay.
Orsina walks out to the double door window thing that you said. She opened it, and she takes a deep breath, and she tried to look up at the sky and see if she can see any stars.
Okay, so as you open up the bay windows, this big brush of cool air. Bo passed out on the bed closest to it, and you hear like a and he puts the blanket over him. You get the kind of this fresh salt air coming in. You look up. There's a little bit of overcast. You don't see too many stars though. But I'm gonna ask you, Orsina,
Yes.
how do you feel right now?
Drunk. No. I think she right now I feel nothing. Not nothing, but I don't get that sense of knowing anymore. So I think I'm trying to see if I'm doing the right things.
Okay.
So that's why she's looking at the sky.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's no big noticing constellation that you usually would see for the night. But you get a reassurance that there is something watching over you.
Cool.
Cypher, anything for you?
I'll go up to the bar, go up to Lyle. It's quiet, it's closing down kind of for the night.
Yeah.
I'll reach, I have kind of at my hip near my whip, I have a really ornate little leather satchel that it has cards in it, and I kind of fiddle with the strap for a second, kind of contemplating. Lyle, darling, do you think I could ask a favor?
Oh yes, of course.
And I'll open it and I'll slip a tarot card out and I'll look at it and I'll flick it between my fingers for a little bit. And I'll kind of slide it across the table at him. I'll say, do you think that you could put this somewhere where it'll be safe, but it has a view of the tavern? It belonged to a friend of mine, and it's my way of bringing her to places that she never got to go to, places that have brought me joy and are starts of something new. Is that all right?
I'll tell you what. And he turns around and you see like this little shelf where glasses are. And he moves a glass out of the way and he props the card up and it looks directly into the whole tavern. He's like, we'll keep it safe right here, shall we?
That would be perfect. Now Ellie can see. And I'll just kind of tap the bar and I'll close my little satchel and I'll head up to make sure Bo doesn't throw up on the bed.
Okay. Cypher, as you're walking up the stairs and into the hallway, you hear a voice off in the distance. It's quiet for a second. It almost sounds like a dull whisper, but then you hear, "That was very kind of you, my child."
And I'll like stop in the stairwell and does it sound like the voice is coming from a place, or does it just sound like it's in my head?
It sounds like it's just directly behind you.
Well, it's not kind, it's selfish, really.
Why?
Well, it's my way of holding on to something. I guess I don't know what the afterlife looks like, so I don't know if Ellie can actually feel any of that, or if it's just, maybe it's my way of remembering her so she's not forgotten. I don't know. Sometimes it feels selfish.
Is it selfish to hold on to memories?
I suppose not.
Is it selfish to want to have a lost friend enjoy another good time in the great beyond?
No, I suppose not.
Then it's not selfish, my child. It's honoring them. It's remembering them.
I guess that's a nicer way of looking at it. Sometimes
Yes.
I can't help but feel guilt around the situation. It
You
clouds how I feel about it.
you have a certain way of being hard on yourself for just wanting to let other people enjoy themselves. You bring them such merriment and fun times, but yet you pain yourself for letting them have fun. Don't you?
Sometimes. Sometimes I enjoy the fun. But other times it can't have a sting. Why do I get to enjoy it? Well, so many other people don't. Why do I get to spread joy when some people that I love the most aren't here to enjoy it with me? But then the other side of that is wanting to make sure that I live for them.
And that is what we must do. Take our days. Let us remember them and live how they wanted us to live.
Spread the joy that they can't spread.
Exactly, my child.
Steal the gold they can't steal.
Well,
Borrow the gold that they can't steal.
I can't stop you from that, my child.
I'm kidding.
Just
They only give
know,
willingly, eventually.
just know that you're making me proud.
Thank you, Estrella.
Good night, darling.
I hope to meet you one day, in person.
Who knows? Maybe we've already met.
Well, that's very ominous, but also comforting.
And the voice trails off into
Good
the
night.
distance.
Tell Cap I love them.
Okay, Tobias, anything you wanted to do before bed? Other than writing in the memoir?
So, I think that, yeah, no, I think we're good. I think I got what I needed here. I'm gonna stumble up the stairs and call it a night.
Okay. Bo is passed out, kind of spread eagle on the bed, just as much as possible.
Is he still clothed?
No, I'm
No,
naked.
he's a
Straight up,
buff.
like
I'm
drunk,
not
drunk,
phased
stripped
anymore.
down.
You all find your places in the bed and bed down and let sleep take you. In the morning, the sun breaks through the bay window, which is interesting because the sun doesn't rise that way. You've definitely slept into midday at this point, and you are. Some of you, actually, all of you, make Constitution saving throws except Cypher.
Oh, that's good. I mean, ish.
Oh no. Why?
15 for me.
Okay,
4.
you're good.
4.
You're not good.
Oof. 3.
You are definitely not good. Bo seems to have bounced back from his night of inebriation, or Cena and Tobias are a little bit slow to get out of bed.
The ale in this town, it's just there's something about it.
It's
Ah.
Not
stronger, isn't
agreeing
it?
with me.
I do not
This strong, that's for
understand.
sure.
Us Chads are supposed to be legendary drinkers.
Maybe the Chad wine is soft wine.
The Chad, everything is soft.
Mm.
Tobias, I don't know if that means what you think it means.
Well, oh. Well, hands at least. Hands, people.
Hands, yes.
Well,
I believe that I probably would have brought the wooden statuette, probably put it on the side of the bed beside me, so that when I woke up in the morning, let's see it and remember.
Yep. What the statue it is now that you see it, if you've had some time, it's actually an eagle. It's like a little carved eagle sitting on a branch.
I'll kind of look it over, and while I'm sitting, rub my eyes on the side of the bed, and go, Cypher, I just gotta go. I gotta go do something. I'll meet y'all downstairs for breakfast. So I'll
When you
put on
vaguely
my clothes.
when you vaguely make statements like that and then go off on your own, it concerns me. Okay.
I'm not leaving the tavern. Don't worry. I'll meet you downstairs.
Okay.
I'll walk downstairs and go. Lyle, are you around?
You see Lyle coming out, and he's just it's midday, so he's already kind of ready. He's like, "Oh, well, good morning, sleepyhead. What can I do you for?"
Well, I know that you mentioned last night, I think, about this rustic figurines and that. Could I ask you where you got this from?
Yeah. Well, that's interesting because what we got from there is we've got this from a local woods crafter, but I believe he imported it from. Name is escaping me right now. You might want to check with. You need to go down to the finer point, which is the woodsman there, and they'll give you a little bit more of an a finer point there. Just take it with you. I don't worry about it.
All right, you're sure? And this, so he had it imported. You said.
Yes. He brings in a lot of extra items every now and then.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll go sit down. Can I get brunch, breakfast, whatever you're serving? Just bring me some food, please.
It's lunch, but I will get you a platter as soon as you. I'm assuming you'll get it for the rest of the party as they come down here too.
Yeah, please and thank you.
Okay, of course, no problem. And he kind of goes into the back and gets everything together. What are the rest of you doing?
well, Tobias kind of comes down the stairs not too long after Bo. Clearly upset. Throws his little memoir down on the table and sits next to Bo and says, "Well, Bo, it seems that drunk Tobias is not to be trusted when writing in the memoir.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
I thought I had some gold in here from last night, and I'm reading it over now. None of it makes any sense. Like, This is literally just a review of the Aquatic Goat.
You know, from what I've heard, is you're supposed to rat sober and then edit drunk.
That makes sense because right now, I mean, the environment it was very uppity at first, but slowly, as the music and drinks began to flow, you could see the hidden charm. I mean, come on. The fish was
I don't think you
undercooked.
Oh no. I don't think you should show that to Lyle.
No, this page is going to be stricken from the book. Well, maybe you can, remind me a little bit of what happened last night, because I'm clearly don't remember.
If I'm going to be honest, I mean your recapment of the night wasn't too far off, but you know these people have been really nice to us, so yeah, we'll.
They've been good to us.
Yeah, they have.
Okay, well,
you
I
got
do
kind
need.
of sad for a minute.
Why would I get sad?
Because you couldn't speak Elvish, and so you know you kind of got a little upset. But that's all right. You know, we'll teach you. All of us speak it.
I would love that.
All right.
But I think I need some food in me to help with this bastard of a hangover.
Already ordered.
Well, it looks like it arrived right at the perfect time. He puts the table down. And you see there's like a mess of sausages and baked potatoes and beans and a little bit of a very small smattering of mixed vegetables. And he's like, I feel like you imbibe a little bit more than you need to. Good old meat sets you right.
It's
And then-
Lyle, right?
Yeah, yes, this is I.
Oh, I got it right. You are a sight for sore eyes. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Orsina smells all of this food from upstairs and begrudgingly comes down the stairs. And then talks to Lyle and Elvish, like, do you have that bitter root and lemon peel concoction that we elves drink after a rough night?
Oh. You're looking for a sunrise delight, of course. 1 second. And he goes into the back and a few minutes later comes out with this like kind of mix of green and like beet red juice and gives it to you.
Thank you. Just takes it and chugs it back. Like, okay. I'll be okay now. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. You know where I am. What are the rest of you doing right now?
I'll find my way down as well. Skip on down the stairs. Shove a sausage in my mouth. The usual morning routine.
But of course.
Yeah.
Good morning! I
Good-
say a little bit too loudly, but on purpose, just at the right pitch to really hit the hangover.
Ow.
Oh, is everyone feeling a little ill this morning? Y'all had a great time. And by the time I was giving you shots, they were watered down shots, so you know it was bad.
I knew it.
I'm a responsible enabler.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe that either, but you know, we'll just go with that.
Hey, who do you think took your clothes off so you didn't throw up all over them?
I took my clothes off.
Are you sure about that?
I think it's usually what I do before I go to bed.
Sure.
Ish. Well, anyway, either way, me, you, I appreciate it.
No, it was you. I was teasing you.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, today
As
we
long
need
as
to
the
go-
clothes come off, am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
We have to go find Lord Starback. Do you guys want to do that promptly?
Let's finish this breakfast
Yep,
first. and
I'm
then-
eating.
Okay.
You
Hey,
are
guys.
far too chipper this morning.
Part of it's just to piss you guys off, just a little bit.
I don't think, however hard you tried, you could piss me off.
I gotta try harder.
Uh,
Don't tempt me, Tobias.
We can all start speaking Elvish and it'll piss him off.
Ooh. All right, Tobias, your first word is hello. And it
I
sounds
would
like
like
No,
that.
it's penis.
no, it really will be hello, and it'll just be floofy.
Fliffy.
Floofy.
Fliffy.
Floofy.
With the head inflection
That
too?
just helps get the sound out when you're practicing, but it can just be floofy any other time. But you have to say it with the right wistfulness.
All right. Well, let me try.
Mhm.
Fliffy.
Very close with the
Pretty good
accent.
first time.
We're gonna just keep working on it. Hello, floofy.
Hello. It is Fliffy.
Well, hello is just hello. I was saying hello. It is hello. But yeah, good try. First word. There.
Well, reminds me of a dialect from where I'm from, in Drosera. Like the wolf people. The wolf bleh. The wolf clan. Sounds like that. So
You hung
maybe.
out?
Maybe you have a
hung out
little
with a
bit.
wolf clan.
Oh, we got a bunch of animal spirit clans. I'll
We got
tell
a
you a
bunch of
story
that
another
stuff.
day.
Oh, it's awesome.
We got a bunch of that. I'll tell you a story another time. It's long.
Did you say clam?
What?
Did you? Oh no, sorry. Just forgive me. I'm foggy. I thought you said clam. You said clan.
Clan.
Okay. Ugh.
Clam would be very different. The wolf clam. Very
Yeah, I don't know if that.
Maybe that's a part of the wolf.
Aquatic goat and the wolf clams.
I bet they wear pants.
I bet you their front half is wolves and their bottom half is clam.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Size and cowboy. All right. Well, you got.
Well,
Do we have a little pick me up here? I need something with like some caffeine or.
No, try the morning delight, right? Sunrise
Yeah.
delight.
Different than
Sunrise
the
delight.
afternoon.
Sunrise delight. Lyle.
we can go down.
Another
we
one.
can go down the briny bottom and get you some sood.
I don't want to go there ever again. I'll just have whatever's here.
Lyle, sunrise delight for everyone.
Sunrise. That sounds great.
You hear Lyle coming, and he just come in like a few minutes later. He like brings out a tray of Sunrise Delight, this brackish green, brown, red fluid, kind of swirling around almost on its own, within the little
With some
flagon
lemon
that
peels
you see,
on the top.
and some lemon peels on the top. Yes, thank you.
It's gonna suck, isn't it?
It'll help.
It certainly
I'll shoot it
looks
back.
awful. Shove it back.
It looks
Yeah,
like
just
love.
chug it back.
Not that bad.
Tastes exactly like I expected it to.
Kind of tastes like that
Horrible.
berry drink from last night.
It shouldn't. Maybe your human palate is not as refined.
Yeah, that's what's up here.
Surprisingly, Tobias, it does really help though with your hangover.
I feel like a new man. It's nice. It's kind of like a warm hug
From the earth.
from
It's
the earth.
almost like drinking fruity gravy.
Yeah, it's almost like gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight.
No DMCA's.
All right. Well, if everyone's feeling chipper enough, let's be on our way.
Let's.
Let's.
Lyle's just in the background, like,
Yeah.
ah.
Whoa.
Hey, and do not worry,
We all break into song.
brunch is on me.
Oh, that was sweet of you.
Gentleman and a
Yes.
scholar.
Well, well, have a lovely night, and don't worry, you have another night here, and we'll make sure your bed is turned down nicely. Oh, and Mr. Boroxa, remember the finer point.
Planet Point, and where is in relation to where we're going, which is
Alright.
to see Stroback. Whereabouts is that?
As you walk out the door,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to go right towards the main street. You're going to go 2 blocks up, 1 left, 1 right, and you'll smell the wood by then.
2 up, 1 left, 1 right. All right.
Yes. You're going to be looking for a rather surly gnome who lives there. His name, well, he's very formal. We only refer to him as Mr. Sanderson.
Mr. Sandman? Sanderson.
It's very
All right, well,
formal.
thank you.
name.
I'll let him know that you sent me.
Don't, please.
All right, I will not tell him that you sent me.
Thank you.
Who shall we tell him sent us?
Just say you're inquiring about some lovely wood, as you seem to be there. I don't want to get in the story with Mr. Sanderson now. It's a
All right.
little
So
rough.
noted.
Need to sand that over, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And he walks off into the distance.
Are we talking about the bakery or what? Are we talking about something else?
I
We're
just
ta-
got wood
We're
out
just
of the
talking about
conversation.
a nice figurine place. You know how I whittle away my little figurines.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to talk from one craftsman to another.
Are we talking about the
Yeah.
euphemism of when you do that, or the literal you whittling tiny toys?
The literal.
Oh,
literal.
okay.
We don't
Just-
talk
just-
about that other one. Told you.
Just double checking. I didn't know if you had a guy for both.
No, not at this point, I guess. Anyway, yeah. So, literal wooden figurines.
Good.
Yeah.
Are we going to that
So we
after
can-
the bakery, before the bakery, before the Lord Sarback?
Oh no, we're not going to the bakery. We got Lord Sarback first. We'll do that first.
Maybe we can pick up some like Danishes on the way.
We could give him some Danishes. What better way to make a good first impression than to bring someone?
Actually, that is probably a good idea. Let's do that.
What is a Danish?
It's both the people's and the food.
Confused.
We don't have Danish here, but okay.
Oh.
It's a flaky pastry filled with lots of stuff. Could be cream, could be fruit, could be cheese.
Okay.
You'll see.
Well, that doesn't
Alright.
sound so bad.
As you're leaving, though, you do see the little half-elf waiter that helped you. He looks over at you and says, "It was a pleasure helping you, and you being my first customers, I just wanted to."
We didn't even
And-
get your name.
Oh, my name is not really of that much of importance, but it's Confallen.
Confound.
You can just call me Con for short.
Well, thank you so much, Con, for
No problem.
going through that last night. I appreciate it.
I aim to please.
Well, that was very kind of you, Con.
And then she blows him a kiss.
This little half-elf blushes and moves off into the night there. The day. As you all step out, there's a time shift, and it's now night. No joking. As you walk out, you can see not too far off from here. Actually, there is just a lineup outside of a local building, and you can smell the pastries sit out there.
How big is the line?
The line isn't too big. It's maybe about 4 people.
It must be good.
I'm
Let's see if the
debating
baker's
calling
dozen
my
we
way
got
to
here.
the front. Or should we
I
just
can
wait?
I can make a skunk smell so people will leave.
No, we don't want to
Oh.
hurt the bakery like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, it's
Ooh,
true.
that
No,
was-
you're right.
With
you're
great power comes great responsibility.
I was just going to weave a tale that would convince them to let us go to the top of the
I could do some magic.
Yeah, distract them with some magic at the front, and then Cypher can just sneak in behind. Oh, that'll never work. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not very sneaky.
Or we could just wait.
We could just wait.
Yeah, we're already just talking about it.
We're in line as we're talking about
Sometimes
it.
if you're
Yeah,
really
we'll
nice
wait.
to people,
Yeah.
they just let you have things. So I was like, if I'm just really nice to everyone in line.
After you've decided that you were lining up and like people were just kind of like looking back at you as you're all making these things, the line's
We can
moving
hear
pretty
you, you know
fast. You can see
These
like
assholes.
it's by the time you get in there, it's a quaint bakery with like simple pastel blue painted walls and like white countertops, and the shelves all around are filled with pastries. You see a little halfling female there, gray hair, kind of bent over with the cane just at the front, and she says, "Well, hello there. Welcome to the Baker's Rise. What could I get you?"
Do you have any
Danishes, I
Danishes?
believe.
Pardon?
Do you have any Danishes?
Danish.
Oh, 1 second. Winky? You hear like a little clattering of pots and pans off in the background, and you see a kobold with like gray and white scales and like pointed ears come out holding a bunch of things, and she's like, yes, what could I do for you? And she looks over and goes, "Do you have Danishes?" And Winky kind of like shakes a bit and goes, "Excuse me, 1 second." And she kind of just, you hear the doors close. You hear like a bunch of like comes out, and she goes, "Here are some delicious Danishes."
I love the eclectic accent.
Is this how you think
Whatever.
Winky sounds? If she can talk?
Total side note: this is the voice I do for my dog, who is named Winky,
Yeah.
who we call a kobold.
I
Oh,
love this.
There she is as an emote in chat. Anyways, so she's there and goes, "These are delicious. Here you go, Margie."
What flavors do you have?
We have pecan. We have this. We have apple. I put a bunch of things in there. I see what they look like, and they're delicious. Anyways, please take.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys. I believe her.
Yeah.
I will take anything. to
Yeah,
serve
give
you.
us what you think is good.
Can we have 2 dozen?
And she looks at the tray, and she goes,
Or just a pack or a dozen or 6 in each box, 2 boxes.
I have-
Give us a baker's dozen.
"I have this. I have this many."
Oh,
Oh, that works.
yeah. Okay. Can I have 2 boxes for it to go?
Yes, of course.
Thank
And then
you.
she like just flies off into the background, and Margie goes, "Right, that will be." And she goes, "A 1, 2. Is it for 10 silver?"
I got this, guys. Just like,
Isn't that 1 gold?
yes, that's 1 gold.
Yes, I didn't know if you have that much money, but
Okay. And
You
guys are
Martina
I'll
just
take out my very large sack of coins and I'll
No,
grab,
no,
you hear a
no.
gasp. You hear a gasp in the background.
I'll just put 1 gold on the table.
Wait, I was
I'll
supposed to pay
re-strap
for
the
this.
sack of gold.
No, like,
Oh, just give me the gold. I wanted to make a scene of it.
So who's paying for it? So
I
is
did
Bo?
it, but
Okay.
no,
Orsina's
Bo
paying
did
for
the
it.
whole thing, but then like I put the
Okay.
Well, of course, you want to pay for the cheapest thing we've gotten in this town.
You can see Winky's trying her best to like tie a bow on the twine, and she's not really doing it well. And she's kind of scratching the box with her claws as well as she's going in, and she just pushes the door. She says, "There you go. Thank you so much. Have a good day."
Thank you.
Okay, bye. And she just like goes into the back.
I love them. Okay, well now we have Danishes for us, and we have Danishes for Lord Sabak.
I thought the Danish
Let's,
was for.
Let's head on over to see him.
I wonder if he goes by Sar for short, or if he goes back for short.
I
Sir
think
Back.
that's his last name.
Oh, middle name Sar, last name Back.
No.
No, like last name Sarbat.
I know.
Lord is his first name.
First name Lord.
Stop, Lord.
Peter just started getting less and less creative.
Your characters all die.
Yeah. There's a massive meteor and you all die.
Yeah. End of game.
Surprised it took this long, honestly.
Time
As
shift
you-
and you die.
As you all move out into the day, you kind of. So first of all, sorry, do we want to go to Lord Sarbak or do we want to go?
Yes.
Okay, all
Or
right.
start back first.
So we head towards the main street, and you can see that closer to the docks. Before we got to the seedier part, if you remember last time, there were some larger buildings, kind of looking out onto the sea. These stone steps that were leading up to a large wooden based home with like stone and brick on top of that. Stone on top of that. You do see some ornate statues of fishermen and spearmen. And you do see 2 guards outside there. And there's a few people kind of in nicer refinements talking out there. As you walk up, you hear one of the guards goes, "Do you have business with Lord Sarbak today?"
Yes. Was the question if we have? Do we have an appointment or no?
Do you have business?
We have business with Lord Sarbak today. Yes.
All right. Could I have your names, please?
I'm Cypher. This is Tobias. This is Bo, and this is Orsina.
Right. 1 second. Goes inside. He comes back and says, "What was this regarding?"
Bo, what was this regarding again?
It was regarding the geolucent, the uptick in geolucent activity in this area.
Yeah, someone in Pine Hovel told us to come talk to him.
Yeah, we were told by Tavern Keep that guy
Harrow.
to come by here. Harrow to come by here and see about. I mean, their town got outrun by geolucents not but a day ago, so we're here to try and hunt down the members of the party that started that.
He looks over at the other guard and goes, "Should we let him in?" You hear, I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, like, who else knows about that? He goes, right, come in. He opens up the door, these large double doors, into what seems to be a big waiting room. And there's through the waiting room, there's some doors that are open as well, and there's this large office with a map of Aslos in front of you, and you can see like little fishing boats all posted on there, and there's like, you can see a large half-orc male, kind of wearing simple garb and a cloth tunic with a badged pin on it, with brown pants and like large black leather boots that fold over lazily on the top. It's not really what you expect from looking when you think of an official of a town. He has short-cut gray hair and a small pointed goatee. He looks over and goes, "All right, well, who's this? What we need?" And one of the guards comes up and whispers into his ears, Gives him a look. All right, close the doors. And that's what we're gonna pick up tomorrow. Next week, next session.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're doing
2
surprise. 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.